Dear all
Just
participants, as we are about to begin, please keep activating your camera and keep your mic muted during the webinar. Later in the question and answer session, we will allow you to unmute yourself if you have any questions. We seek your cooperation and participation in this program. Thank you.
So, let's get started. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat pagi.
Good morning, everyone. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves. I am Nayara, and my friend here.
Hello, I'm Iza.
We are currently 8th graders in SMP Islam Fitrah Al-Fikri. Today, we will be your MCs.
I would like to say hello and greet all respected participation here. Mrs. Edith Flores-Wolf as a representative of WINGS teachers, Mr. Khusha Garatayal as the speaker for our session, meeting a Guinness World Record holder, the CEO of Sekolah Islam Fitra Al-Fikri, Ibu Vivin, the Deputy of Sekolah Islam Fitra Al-Fikri, Ibu Alam, the Principal and the Vice Principal of SMP Islam Fitrah Al-Fikri, Depok, Indonesia, Mr. Iqbal Wiguna Pratama, and Ibu Fatna Kurniati, and all teachers of SMP Islam Fitrah Al-Fikri who attend this session.
All our dearest friends, hi! We are glad that you are here with us to meet a Guinness World Record holder, and hope that we'll get lots of insights and inspirations from Mr. Kush. Without further ado, I'll invite Mrs. Edith as the WINGS representative to greet all the participants and give some words as to why WINGS presents this session to you all.
Yes, good morning to meine Stimmaltung aufheben. Okay, could you hear me? Yeah? Yes? Okay. Yes, good morning to all of you. Guten Morgen from Germany. And I'm really very happy that I am here with you. And maybe just to tell you, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be with you. So at 3 o'clock, I really woke up. And I said, okay, I have to be here. I would like to be here. And yeah, so I'm really very happy to be here. Why is Kushagra with us? Because I believe in inspiring young people. I believe that not only the adults, the very adult or the older ones should inspire young people, but you should also be inspired by a young person. And we are very lucky that Kushagra was able to find time for us all here. And he was a former student participant in one of the projects I have in Germany. And he came and I met him when he's still a very young boy. And now he's with us and won an award, a Guinness World Record Award, which is really we do not meet someone very often. This is my first time, so I'm sharing it. So I hope that all of you would really be inspired and that all of you one day would come again and share what you have achieved. Thank you so much for the invitation. And Kushagra, I really appreciate that you are here with us. Keep going. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Edith. Next, I'll invite Mr. Iqbal to greet and thank WINGS and Mr. Kush.
Thank you for Iza and Nayara. Hear my noise? Hello, hello.
Okay, we can hear you well.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Nice to see you again. Especially Miss Edith Flores-Wolf. Hello, Miss Edith. As the initiator of WINGS, yes, and Mr. Kushagra Tayal as a Guinness World Record holder. Maybe how to apa namanya pronunciation is very difficult. Guinness World Record. Okay, from India as our main speaker, who are going to share the ideas and talk today. Miss Yuni, our English teacher at Al Fikri Islamic School as the committee, all, all respected teachers and all beloved students from Al Fikri Islamic School who are here in the morning. As a representative of the Al Fikri Islamic School, I want to say thank you for the opportunity given to our students to be able to learn together through this program with Wings. Anyway, this is not the first program that our school has participated in, and hopefully this will be continue for a long time, Miss Edith. Okay, I'm very grateful that Wings always make an effort to present this positive activity. I do believe that it strengthens the relationship and give a room to grow together. Not only the student, but also we are as the teacher. It also give inspire to our students about other people's experience in other country to achieve success. This is such a great opportunity that Mr. Kus can visit our school and meet the student, especially Miss Edith too, to visit our school, to meet the student virtual to share inspirational ideas and talk. I do believe that my student will get benefit from this event for the bottom of my heart. I do thanks you. I do thank you for Mr. Kus, and I really appreciate it. In addition, this activity can be motivation to our students and be able to practice their English speaking because they interact directly with foreigner. I hope that we can continue this collaboration and keep this school relationship well. And for sure, we hope to meet you all in person on one fine day for Miss Edith and Miss Kush. Again, thank you, Mr. Kus, for being with us, showing your amazing experience. Thank you and have fun and healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Iqbal.
All right, my friends, the next agenda is our main agenda. What is it, Nai?
It is
Be
Be
inspired,
Inspired,
meeting a
meeting a Guinness World Record holder.
This will be presented by Mr. Kushagra Tayo. He is a Guinness World Record holder for the largest cup pyramid using 57,000 cups, which he got at the age of 18. It's really cool, isn't it, Nai?
It's really cool. I can't believe he got 57,000 cups and to build a pyramid out of it. So insane, but it's real.
Yeah, I know, right? Before we invite him to our virtual stage, allow us to inform you some of his other achievements.
Graphy Select Top 50, he was selected as one of the top 50 creators from India to be mentored by the country's topmost creators. Nas Daily X MX Takatak selected as one of the top 25 creators from India and trained by Nas Academy. TEDx Hans Raj College as the president, a talk show founder and host for the Elite Show, and he is also a reviewer for the Google Local Guide. Furthermore, he is also a YouTuber. He has a YouTube account called One Life. You can check it out to know him better. For those who wants to be a YouTuber, this is the time for you to learn. Let's welcome Mr. Kushagra Tayo.
Hi everyone, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Awesome. Good morning everyone. Thank you for being here and welcoming me. Thank you, Iqbal sir. Thank you, Edith ma'am. So good to see you over here. Thank you, Uni, for coordinating this so well. Like you've been doing a great job, and all the students who've been here to listen to me. So probably yes, I'm super excited for this. This has been into planning since a long time. So I hope that I'm able to share something that you derive value out of, and that I don't bore you guys. So just before we start, just a couple of things that we should kind of have in place. So at any point of time, if you think that you're not able to understand or I'm going too fast, let me know. You can stop me right there, or probably you can also put something in the chat that you're not able to understand, and I'll try to reframe it, or I'll try to go a little slow. Similarly, if you have questions throughout the presentation or throughout the talk that I'm going to give, you can keep sharing it in the chat below, and we'll take it at the end of the session when we have the question answers time. So given that, I think we can go ahead, if I have permission of Edith ma'am, Iqbal sir. Shall we?
Yes, sure.
Awesome.
Should I share your screen now, your slide now?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Yes, we can start. Should I
Yes.
share your screen now? Okay.
Please, yes, go ahead. Okay, so I have a small little presentation that I've made for you guys to see as well on the side, and I just made it last night, so it's not a lot of work in the presentation, but there's definitely something over here. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. So yes, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. You guys know a little bit about me now, what I do, what I have been doing. So my name is Kushagra. I am, you can call me Kush. I am 24 years old, and the certain things that I've been doing in my life, that I aspire to do in my life, that basically puts me here in front of you all. So yeah, I'm super excited for you to be listening me and to be interacting with you. So let's try to make this not one-way conversation, but more of a, what do you say, an interactive session, so that we all derive something from this particular session. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go on to the next slide. Okay, so the point is, why am I the one talking to you guys, and what is it that I have to give to you guys that I'm being called over here, right? Well, so as again introduced, at the age of 18, I built something that was something that was very dear to me, something that I had always been planning to do. So if you could go to the next slide, there's a small picture. So this is basically a pyramid that me and my teammates made using 57,000 cups. So I'll tell you a little story so that you can understand what the entire thing is all about. So when I was in school, just like you guys, I always had a dream to probably make or see my name in the Guinness Book of World Records. I never knew how that would be possible. I never knew how that could any time be a possibility, because becoming a Guinness World Record holder, it's a freaking very big thing. And the only thing I could think was how to get into it, not be into it. So it was always a dream about, can I ever be a Guinness World Record holder? Can I do something that actually makes me that big, or can I do something that actually that the world recognizes, or the Guinness Book of World Record people recognize? So that was what my mindset was. And as kids, as students, you have very little right thought, I would say. It's more about you are thinking about things like whether is it possible, whether it's not possible, whether you can achieve that or you cannot achieve that. It's always like that. So like this was one of my biggest childhood goals, I would say, to be a world record holder. So gradually, when I later came into college, when I finished my school, I came into college. I saw a lot of people trying out a lot of different things. I saw they were trying out things that they really loved from their heart, things that they always wanted to do in life. And I was like, why should I not go for or think about the Guinness World Record that I always wanted to make? That is how it started basically. So I've literally waited all my life until the age of 18 to really achieve this feat feet. So basically, this was also not the first and the only successful thing that I did. So before we were able to make this pyramid, before we were able to execute this, we also had a lot of failed attempts. So we had other 3-4 world records which we tried for, but those failed. Okay, so basically it's not always what you think will be successful. There are a lot of failure. So you have to committed enough to pursue. You never know what might happen. Okay, so that's what helped me make a Guinness World Record. And on the next slide, I have a certificate for you that you gave that almost is like a dream come true. So Uni, on the next slide, could you please play the video? It's a small video. If you could play the video. Uni, I think we can't hear the sound.
Can you hear the audio of the video?
Not yet.
Okay,
No.
wait for a second. I'm going to restart sharing.
Yes. So that's a small glimpse of the certificate that you get when you basically become a Guinness World Record holder. And that's exactly what I also have here for you guys. So that's how the certificate looks. So this is something that I personally always wanted to see my name on. So I have my name over here, if you can see. And really, that was a huge thing for me. So now I would want to pause for a while, and I want to see out of all of you if there's someone who has big dreams, who if some of you could come forward, share what is the big things that you already have in mind, not just a Guinness World Record holder, probably what you want to become, probably what you want to do in life. So if a couple of you could come forward and share, it would be lovely for all of us. If you can raise your hands from the reactions tab at the bottom, and we can take up a couple of responses. Let's go. Let's see who has big dreams over here.
Maybe shall we stop sharing first to have a better screen? If you don't, okay.
Sure. Yes. So, yes, if someone would like to share what they wanna do in life, what they wanna become, please come forward. I'll love to hear. Okay.
Come on, just pick someone. We keep going.
No, I don't wanna pick probably. Or if Uni knows someone who she knows wants to.
Yeah. Zahra. Okay, Zahra, you want to share your ideas? What dream do you have in your mind?
My dream? I actually have a big dream, actually, since I was a kid. I really want to know a lot of language. I want to travel around the world with my mom, especially because she loves to travel. And I want to speak other language, a lot of language like French, Germany, in India. Actually, I really want to travel to India. I heard a lot of nice and really, really great food. So that's my dream, actually. I want to travel around the world, learn the culture, the language, and a lot more.
Awesome, Zara. Thank you so much for sharing. In fact, I think there's something you can learn in that space, because traveling is something that even I've been doing that is very dear to me as well. So yes, I hope you take some value from this session.
Hello.
Let's see if someone else. And if we
Hello,
don't
Kush. I
have
lost you. I
that,
lost you. I lost you. I lost you in some seconds before your signal. Maybe. What do you want us to do? Pardon me.
sure. So I just want some of you to share what is it that you want to achieve in life. What are your goals basically? That's all.
Okay.
One simple question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another. Aisha. Okay, Aisha. You may raise your hand, and we can easily spotlight you. Aisha, show your hand. Raise your hand, Aisha. Are you there, Aisha? Ah. So what's your dream, Aisha? Yes, please. What is your dream?
I
Hi,
want to
Aisha.
become a children psychologist because a lot of children aren't confident in themselves and really doubt themselves, and I want to show them that they can be confident and comfortable in themselves, and I want them to believe that they can achieve their dreams too.
100%. Wow, it's so beautiful. Uh, Aisha, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Wow, that's so cute. As in, like, I'm so happy to hear that response. You want to be a psychologist, and that's great. Thank you so much, Aisha, for sharing that. And may you become what you wish to be. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your responses.
Some more?
And
You want some
now
more?
we
Some
can
more
go for
students?
one more.
Okay. Afis or Nadia? Yeah. Nadia, talk about your writing. You
Yes,
have
thank
already started your writing, right?
yes.
Thank you so much, Nadia. You're here with us.
Since I was a little kid, I always dreamed about being a writer. Since my family are mostly writers, and I want to, and I have, they are my inspirations for this. So I'm currently writing my first novel. For now it's 142 pages.
Wow, that's very, very good, Nadia. That's awesome. Like, you want to become a writer, you are already writing a novel, like, that's already you're going places. You're gonna do so well in life. I'm so sure of that. Awesome. Congratulations, Nadia, for that. And I
Thank
hope
you.
I see your book in the market and I'm able to purchase one soon. I'll be happy to read that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your stories, what you wanna become. And I'll also share what I wanted to become and how basically all of it happened. So basically, it personally, for me, it was always my dream to become a pilot, an Air Force pilot, to be in the armed forces and share or probably give value to the country, to work for my country. Basically, that was what my dream was. But I because of some medical reasons, like my eyesight wasn't perfect, so I was medically unfit. I was never able to become that. A small little anecdote that there in your life, basically there'll be things that you wish for, there'll be things that you'll want to achieve, that you'll want to do, but sometimes certain circumstances don't work out very well, and then you feel like, oh my god, I'm not that good, oh my god, I was not able to achieve that, and then you think badly about yourself. But no, that's not the right thing, because probably destiny has some more other plans for you, something bigger, better things for you. And I believe what I'm doing right now, which is being a content creator, making a Guinness World Record, and doing other more things, I'm able to impact much more lives. I'm able to provide much more value to the world, to the society, than I would just have been while becoming an Air Force pilot. Okay, that's a one small little anecdote that I wanted to share. And let's get back to our presentation now. Uni, let's go back to our presentation. We'll start with
Okay.
slide 5.
Which
Slide
one?
5.
Sorry.
No, previous one. No worries. Yes. Okay. So I want to talk about this thing over here about the power of dreaming, the power of actually seeing dreams, the power of thinking about things that you think you cannot achieve, the power of aiming high. So I think it's very powerful. So as students, as kids, okay, leave that. The only thing that we are kind of limited by is how we think, is how we process the world. So if in your mindset you have that, okay, so today I tomorrow probably I want to be one of the biggest writers in the world. I want to write novels that eventually go on to become movies and TV shows and whatnot. Then you have to just start dreaming and start thinking about it. Because the moment you start thinking about it, the universe, the world really tries to help you out in becoming and achieving those things. Not just writing, it can be anything. So Guinness World Record that happened for me was just a thing of my mindset. So it first came to my mind when I was in third or fourth grade, when I was hardly 10 or 11 years old. It was, or probably even younger, probably at 6 or 7 or 8 years old. But it was always in the back of my mind. I never knew how I could do that. Okay. So if you are able to visualize, think about things, then the chances are you will be able to execute them, you'll be able to achieve them sometime in your life. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this week, maybe not this month, but probably a year later, probably 10 years later. So I really would wish you guys to take this forward, that you don't have to take back that how you have to become a Guinness World Record holder. No, that's just one of the things. I'm sure you guys are capable of much more bigger things, and you're gonna be very famous. You're gonna do things that the world knows. I'm sure of that. It's just that it's just a matter of time that you think about those things. So how you can do that? Uh, Sorry, yeah, I'll continue. How you can do that, how you can think about big things? You can read novels. You can read novels that you really like. And if you think you are not someone who would like to read novels or read something, just start with something very easy, something about topics that you love about. So you can read novels. When you read novels, you get to know about the world. You get to know, oh my god, this is also possible, this happens in this country, this happens in Germany, this happens in India, this happens in Thailand, this happens in US, in Europe. Just think about it. So if suppose say Elon Musk had not thought of going to the Mars. Do you all know who Elon Musk is, guys? Tell me. Okay, let's all do an activity. Everyone unmute yourselves if you can. Or okay, not that. Just tell me yes or no in the chat if you guys know Elon Musk or not. Quickly put a yes or a no in the chat. Yes. Oh, perfect. You guys are fabulous. You all know who Elon Musk is. Okay. I know now. So if Elon Musk would not have thought that someday he wants to go to Mars, someday he wants to build a spacecraft, someday that he wants to build something, a vehicle that goes to some other planet, would that ever be possible? No, guys, right? Only because he had a vision, only because he thought about something that was not possible currently, but because he worked hard for it, he really went ahead and pursued his dream, was he able to achieve that, right? And if you similarly think about big things, I am telling you guys, no one is gonna stop you, and tomorrow you'll be the one speaking, and I'll come and listen to you guys. Okay. So yeah, read books, listen to leaders. You all have access to internet. You can watch videos, you can go to places, attend events. Just try to find a lot of things that inspire you. Just try to find a lot of people who motivate you, surround yourself with them. Ask your teachers in the school to tell you about stories about the people who have changed the world, about people who have a vision, a goal to make this world a better place. And trust me, there's gonna be things that you never thought you could really achieve. And then those things you achieve, your parents would be so proud. You will feel so good about yourself. Your teachers will be so happy about yourself. And again, probably Edith ma'am would be calling you to come here and speak in one of the sessions. That's a win-win for everyone. Right? So I cannot stress much upon the power you have the power of doing a lot. That's about the power of dreaming. Let's go to next one now. Uh, yes, thank you, Uni. So basically, what you see on the screen over here right now, that's me with the judge that comes from the Guinness World Record offices from London. So he's over here to basically share everything, to check if everything is into place, if me and my team have actually made the record or not, or if we are lacking on something. So that's the guy. And once they checked everything, that okay, these people have actually done everything, then they actually give you the certificate. But that's not why this slide is over here. The slide is over here because I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about that no matter what you achieve, no matter what you do in life, people, what bond you have with them, the kind of relationship you have with them is gonna be something that you keep for the long term. Okay. So suppose for this particular event, it was a 6-month event. So from the start, about thinking about the process, so 6 months event, from the start event, about thinking about the process, to the finally making the Guinness World Record. Okay, we all remember, and those 6 months got over someday or the other. But out of this bunch of people, we all have such a special bond. We have a kind of relationship that not everyone would have. We all share a special relationship that tomorrow, if any of us has any problem and they are in any part of the world, trust me, any of us will be there for them no matter what, because we have spent so much time together. We know each other, and that's what we stand for. And that's exactly true for you guys also. You guys are in school right now, okay? And the friendships you have in the school, the friends you find in school, the bonds you have with them, it's very special. Okay, it's something that you're gonna remember forever, for your lifetime. You're not gonna make more deeper friends than you would anywhere else in the school. So I really want to stress upon the fact that relationships and the bonds and the people are very, very important in the life, in making the kind of person you are, than anything else. I personally realized this very late in my life, and I really lost a lot of good people in my life. Like, not lost as in like didn't die, but more about our friendships died. So it was that, and I really regret that. It would have been great if I really respected those people. But regrets aside, it's about the people as well. So if you think someone is really helpful in your life, someone you really aspire to be, someone you really respect, just let them know that how important they are to you in your life. And trust me, there's no better feeling than making someone else feel special. Okay. And you'll also probably, some of you might be a little young to understand that, but that is a lesson that you'll definitely, that's very important for the life basically. Okay. So some of them are some of my best friends till date. It's already been 5 or 6 years since this picture was taken. But because we know each other so well, some of them are still in touch, and we are there for each other now as well. All right. Given that, so okay, so until now, if you guys have any question, you can feel free to put those in the chat, because probably then later you would forget the questions. So feel free to put those in the chat, and we can take 2 minutes, put your questions in the chat, and we can take those later when we end the session. So any questions you have, you can put in the chat. And by that time, Yuri, let's go to the next slide. Okay, let's take 1 more minute to write our questions, and then we'll move forward. All right, let's go ahead. And you still have questions, you can take it at the end of the sessions. Okay. Having said and achieved all of this, it's very important for you guys to also understand what it takes to achieve this kind of a thing. Okay, so it looks very good from the front, from outside, that, oh god, Kush achieved a Guinness World Record, that's a huge thing, oh my god, you did that. I understand that this from outside it looks very, very attractive. It looks something that all of us would want to do, something that all of us would want to achieve someday. But the real thing is, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of planning, a lot of strategy, a lot of commitment to actually achieve something like this. So I don't want to give you all a false perspective that, okay, it's very easy, that if you think of becoming a world record holder, or for that matter, if you plan anything, that it's gonna be very easy. No, guys, that's not gonna be the case. Whatever you decide to achieve in your life, it's gonna be difficult. You're gonna face failures. You're gonna have to try a lot of times. You'll have to experiment and whatnot. Okay. So, but if you're passionate enough, you really can achieve those if you follow your dreams, basically. So just if I give you the statistics, the pyramid that you saw in the beginning, it took about 3 days and 2 nights constantly working to make that pyramid. Okay, I'll repeat, 3 days and 2 nights non-stop work to actually make that pyramid. And we had to basically climb up on the cranes because the pyramid's height was 2 floors high. So it was 21 feet, which is like 2 stories high. So you could not put it just like that. Okay, so you had to get on top of a crane. We hired a crane, and then we were able to stack those cups on top of each other. That was one thing. The entire thing of me applying for the Guinness World Record, it took me around 1.5 years, not days, 1.5 years to actually be able to negotiate, to talk with the Guinness World Record people, then plan for the event, and then do everything. Okay, so that's the kind of commitment that you'll need to achieve big things. Again, I'll take the example of Elon Musk. Okay, he runs Tesla, he runs SpaceX, he runs so many other ventures. And what does it cost? You think life is easy for him? No, come on. He hardly sleeps 1 or 2 hours, maximum 3 hours in a day. But he has so strong vision of himself in life that everything else is lesser important than achieving those things. So if you are ambitious enough, nobody will be able to stop you from achieving what you want. All right, let's go to the next one. So yes, to be honest, although in the beginning we talked about how I achieved the Guinness World Record, but that's exactly what I don't want you guys to take back from today. What I want you guys to take back from today is that everything in this world that you think is possible, when you try to do things, there'll be people who come forward to help you. That you're gonna need hard work, you'll need planning to achieve those things, and these qualities is what you need to build. I don't assume that you will have these qualities by birth or already, but if you have that in mind, you'll sure be able to build those habits. Okay, so Guinness World Record might be just very small thing. Probably some of you go ahead and play in the biggest basketball teams out there, probably become the next Kobe Bryant, or maybe some of the best technician, maybe the best uh, artist. You can become anything and everything, guys. So just think about it, and the universe will take care about yourself. Okay, next one. Yes, that's very important. Do you guys realize how unique all of you are? You all have something that I might not have, or I might have something that you might not have. But all of us are very different. All of us are have qualities that are gonna take us very long in life. So you just gotta hold on. You just gotta be brave enough to try new things in life. You gotta be brave enough. You have to be courageous enough to not follow what the world follows, to not rely on the just right and wrongs that the society tells us to be. If society tells you to be probably not to XYZ things, maybe you see that's a good thing for you. Then you should go try this. Basically, I'll tell you an example, a personal example here. So in India, or probably in the space where I live, it's more about a tradition to do the traditional things, basically, like becoming a doctor, becoming an engineer, becoming a chartered accountant. Those are the basic things, or the only things that are expected from a person to become. But I was not okay with that. That was not something I connected with. Not It was not something that I wished to become. So I was courageous enough to follow something that I wanted to do. So I wanted to be in the media industry. I wanted to make videos. I wanted to be a presenter, and that is what I do today. So you have to fight for yourself. You have to be willing to put yourself out there, and more importantly, you have to be brave, because the world does not care about you, my friend. To be honest, the world does not care about you. People would only come to you when they need you. Okay, that's the truth of the world. So you gotta fight, you gotta really stand up for yourself, you gotta see what is it that makes you happy in life, and you gotta pursue that. Okay, so that's one very important thing, that if you apply in your life, you want to be very, very successful. And having said that, let's go to the next one. uh, Having said that, now I, as it was also introduced in the beginning, there's this philosophy that I follow, that guys, one life is all we have, right? We don't know if we are coming back to this life, or what we were in the previous generation, right? So because one life is all we have, we gotta try a lot of things. We gotta explore the world. As I'm forgetting the name, we need to travel the world. We need to go to adventure sports. Now that is what makes me happy. That is what I relate to, and that is exactly what I make videos about. And hence I've turned a YouTuber now. I make content around that, and that's what I do full time now. So that's what you can see on the screen is a small snippet of my YouTube channel, which I'm trying to build. It's been a couple of months since I have started to build this, But yes, that is what I stand for. Well, that's more or less about me. And on the next slide, I have my social handles. So because we are here, I'm sure some of you would like to connect. Some of you would have things to ask, not today, but probably over the course of next couple of months. So you can find me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on YouTube. You already saw. Let's connect over there. You can probably click pictures from this session. You can tag me. I'll be happy to reshare those pictures, and we can connect basically. Okay. So let's connect. And if in future, if you are ever stuck in life, if you think that, oh my god, I don't know how this would work, or maybe you think, okay, there was a session in a school someday in when I was a child, and I want to talk to him, I'll be there for you guys, and you can always reach out to me on these social media handles. I'm very active on the social media, so please feel free to connect with me. Yes, those are my social handles. And now, my friends, it's the question time. So we can stay here, but now whatever questions you have, I'll be happy to answer those questions. And yes, Uni, if you could help me coordinate the question answers, let's do this.
Iza and Nayara, you can start to, yes.
Such an amazing presentation, isn't it, Mai?
It was amazing. I was really inspired. Thank you, Mr. Kush.
Thank you
It was
so
my
much,
pleasure.
Mr. Kush.
My pleasure.
Next of our agenda is question and answer. We welcome you to ask questions. We need to take turns, so raise your hand and the host will spotlight you to ask the questions. Or you can drop it on the chat.
Yes, however you feel comfortable.
Shahana, you can, okay, Shahana, you can raise your hand. Okay, wait. Okay. Shahana, please go with your questions.
Yes, just before you start with the question, I would love to know what class you are in and what your interest is, what your hobbies, but just one or two line about yourself so that I know who I'm talking to. Okay, go ahead, Shahana.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
I am 8th grade and I'm from class Albiruni. My hobby is I like to play music and I also got my interest in art. And I have a question. It is, do you have any other tips or keys from your experience to consistently catching dreams?
I think yes. So I would say never be afraid to try things out, because see, today you might be willing to try something, but probably a week later, a month later, you'll have something else that you want to try. So I would say basis the time you have, because always like studies are there, it's an integral part of your life right now, so you always have to prioritize that. But given the others time that you are left with, you should always try new things. Trying new things will give you much more perspective about other things that you might not have an idea about. So yes, that ways you'll be trying a lot of things and pursuing your dreams as well. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Shahana. All the very best.
So next question is from Zahra.
Go ahead, Zahra.
Hi, I have a question.
Hi.
Do you have a new project or like something in your mind that you want to do or try out?
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Okay. Do you have a new project or like something in your mind that you want to do or try out?
There are several projects, Zara, that I think I would want to really achieve. So I'll give an example. So at the moment, I make videos, I make content, right? So given that, I also want to set up a couple of businesses on the side of that content creation that someday I want to really achieve. So that's the next step, I would say, I'm looking forward to. And someday, I'm trusting me, I'm gonna achieve that. I know it might be a little late, but I am really eyeing that. Yeah. Thank you, Zara, for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zahra. Okay, do you have more questions, guys?
Can I ask?
Oh, Alicia. Okay, where's hand, Alicia?
Okay.
I can easily find you. All right.
Yes. So you're doing really great now, and you're doing really awesome stuff. But when you told about how you wanted to be a pilot back then and you couldn't because of your eyesight, I wonder how you felt about that, because it's not really something you can control. And I mean, if I was in your place, it would really suck for me to like not do something that it's not due to my own doing or something I did not do. So I would like to know how you felt and how you kind of got over it.
Sure. First of all, that's a wonderful question, Alicia. I mean, that's something that has a very, very huge impact on my life. So trust me, like the only goal, the only dream I had seen all my childhood was just becoming a pilot. I didn't had any clue what else I would do if not becoming a pilot. So when I got to know that I am not medically fit to become a pilot, it was one of the most saddest day. And yes, even though somewhere down at in the bottom of my heart, I knew that there's no coming back, there's no way it's possible. I still tried to explore other options like getting a laser surgery, or somehow trying to correct my vision. Or there's this saying that if you walk on green grass in the morning, it your eyesight becomes stronger. Or if you eat certain foods, your eyesight becomes stronger. I did everything, I literally did everything, but I would say destiny had other plans. And even though at that time I was shattered, I didn't know what to do, but I think more or less that motivated me to achieve big things in life. So that is one thing why Guinness World Record also happened. So yes, I think sometimes setbacks is something that gives you much more motivation to do even more wonders in life. So it's always like whatever happens in life, it's always gonna teach you something or the other, or something good is definitely gonna come out of that entire incident. So currently, I'm very happy that whatever happened, and I'm totally fine with how it turned out to be. So yeah,
Can I ask one more question?
please go ahead.
So you always said to try new stuffs out and just try out things. So uh, like I'd like to do that, but how do you navigate what you actually want to do, and how do you make sure what you want to do?
Sure. So sometimes you get to know from your friends that, okay, they are probably attending tennis classes. Some you know probably they are attending gym. You get to know that you can try out sports or XYZ things. Personally, these are the cues from where you can get to know what all exists in the world, what are things that are happening around you. And that is a cue for you that would you want to try that, would you want to give it a shot. You can that's just one way of getting to know what you can try. Another way can be scoring on the newspaper or the local magazines about what are the classes being conducted around you, if we want to go offline. But today, after the last 2 years, everything is online, right? Everything is within our reach. So probably you can watch TED Talks. TED Talks is something that has personally inspired me so much. It has given me so many ideas to basically do things. So I'll give you one example. One of the TED Talks gave me an idea that there's something called a 30 days challenge. So you can challenge yourself for 30 days to do one particular thing. So I personally just a couple months, I think in January or January, I did this challenge where I challenged myself to work out every single day. So it was a new thing for me. I tried that. I loved it. It got over and I moved on to the next thing. So you'll never know where you can find inspiration from, where you can find new ideas from. You just have to be open enough. You have to be observing things to grasp, okay, that is something I can try. Let's go ahead for it. So yeah, there's no hit and trial. There's no rocket science. It's just that you have to be observant about things. That's all.
Okay, thank you. It was a pleasure learning from you.
My pleasure, Alicia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alicia. So guys, Aisha, okay, Aisha, I'll find you.
Yes, Aisha, go ahead.
So I actually have two questions. Number one is, if you get shy, how do you handle that?
Okay. Aisha, to be honest, and again, tell you personal story, I was always a shy person. Always. I would never talk to one person looking into their eye. I was always that kind of a person. It's just about how things are when we're a child. But once you start doing more things, you start to gather a lot of confidence. And once you start to gather a lot of confidence, when you have a lot of knowledge, that's when you start to open up. That's what will make you not shy. Okay. So be willing enough to go out of your comfort zone sometimes. Okay. And trust me, I mean, it might take some time, but you'll be better. It'll be much better. But yes, it's, and also one more important thing, it's not bad to be shy, it's not bad to be introvert, it's just who we are as a human. So I always thought, yeah, I cannot talk to people, I'm a bad person, I'm not able to discuss them things, how would I ever do it? But it's all fine. Okay. In due course of time, we do find what makes us who we are, and we should be happy about it. So don't worry, we are all good. Again, I told you, we are all unique, and probably we have something that someone else might not have, someone who's not shy might not have, and that is what a superpower is. So that's what we got to latch on to. So yeah,
Thank you, Mr.
yeah,
Bush.
all the best, Aisha, take care.
And my other question is, have you ever accidentally knocked over the pyramid? And how many attempts did it take to build it?
Okay, I kind of understood the first bit of it, but I didn't get the second bit of it. Say that again?
How many tries did it take to build it?
Got it. So for the accidentally breaking the pyramid, no, we did a lot of practice. We knew what all things to take care. That is what resulted us in not breaking the pyramid accidentally. The second thing, there was a team of 21 people that was working with me, that I kind of brought together. So 21 people was the team that I worked with.
Thank you, Mr. Kush.
My pleasure. Okay, do we have more questions? Let's take two more questions.
Okay, do not count mine, please. It doesn't count. But I would like to ask you a question. How did it feel to put the last tumbler or the top? How did it feel?
I was, to be honest, I was trembling. I was shaking at that time. It was because it was a culmination of the past 2 years, or probably an 8 years, right from when I was a childhood, when I saw that dream of becoming Guinness World Record. and finally putting that cup, that would be the last piece in the entire journey. So it was something that I probably cannot even express in words. It was a very different feeling down in the heart, and I still remember that feeling precisely. And if I get to ever get that feeling again, I'll jump onto that opportunity, to be honest.
It's a pity we lost him. Okay.
Wait, I'm back. Is it
You're back.
audible?
You're back. Are you back? Is he back? Okay. Yeah. So it's
I'm audible now?
yes, yes. So it's really great. Mhm.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can imagine
It
the
was.
feeling of yours and and the group. It's like
We just were so happy, honestly. Like, we were on top of the world. We were like, we have achieved the biggest thing in life. There's no bigger thing in life that we can achieve now. And we were just all very naive at that time, because we know all of us are doing much bigger and better things in life as well. That was just one phase that happened and that ended. So yeah,
okay. Thank you.
my pleasure.
Some more questions from the students? Haira, okay. Hi, Haira. I add you to the spotlight. Haira, are you there?
Yes, I'm gonna fix my camera first.
Okay. It's okay not to use the virtual background if the important thing that we can see you. If you have the problem with that. All right.
I want to ask, how do you balance between your talents and what you want to achieve? Because I think my talents and the achievements I want to get are like totally different.
Okay, let me reframe your question. Your question is that how do you balance studies and achieving things, right? Is that your question?
Your talents and what you want to achieve.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question. Could you put it in the chat if you don't mind?
Sorry?
Can you put your question in the chat box below?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Also, by then, as Kyra puts her question in the chat, I'll take the question that's in the chat already by Naira. So I'll read the question first. Along the or maybe along your career, like, has there been anyone around you who was negative because of what you do? Oh my God, yes, that's true. Thank you for bringing that up, Naira. Even until the day we achieved the Guinness World Record, people were not ready to believe that this kind of a thing was possible. And people said, this is just a visualization, this is just something in my mind and it can never be executed. And that has also been the case in life as well, because when you try out things that others cannot imagine and only you can imagine, then they also think that it's just not possible. But that's not true, because I made it possible and I showed everyone that it was possible. So yes, there were a lot of negative people. There were a lot of doubters, haters, I would say, people who also didn't want me to achieve things because then they would look small in front of me. All of those things were there. So yes, probably you'll also find such people in life, but you'll also find people who are with you, who are willing to help you, who are there to support you, basically. So yeah, that's also the case. Okay, Kyra, let's take your question again. Have you put it in the chat? Oh no, you haven't. Uni, if you don't mind, can you ask Kyra what her question is, because I was not able to
Haira,
understand her question.
Haira, have you typed your questions in the chat box? She's still typing, I think. It's
Kind
like
of say your question again. It's fine. It's fine. Let us kind of go for the question again. Tell me your question once more. I'll try to understand.
this is her question. Okay. How do you balance your talents and the things you want to achieve?
Okay.
Maybe
Okay. Got it.
it is like she has the talent and then she has the talent and then she has the it's like academic demands. So the achievement is related to the academic demands. Might be like that. Is it like that, Haira? Jadi kamu punya talent tertentu, kemudian ada achievement yang terkait dengan akademis gitu nggak? Jadi bagaimana untuk membalanskan keduanya gitu? Is it right? Yes. So how to balance? We have the special talent, let's say dancing or something, but in the meantime we have the academic demand on that. So how do we maintain that?
All right. I got the question. So let me try to answer this question. So I believe your talents could be like painting, or probably your talent could be certain skills that help you achieve things. So for example, if your talent is probably that you're good with people, you have good conversation skills, you know how to manage things, so these are all a bunch of talents, right? And you can use this set of talent to achieve bigger things. So for example, if you were to make a Guinness World Record, you can use your talent of talking to people to make the Guinness World Record. You could pick up people skills, how to talk to people, to get the best people, the most talented people on the board. So it's more like you have to find things to achieve that align with your talent, basically. Okay, so you cannot probably basically be a great swimmer and then try to climb a mountain, basically, right? So you have to try to align your achievements that you want to achieve with your talents. That's gonna be the best case scenario. But even if you are, say, talented in something else and you want to achieve something else, then that should also be a possibility. You should not think that you cannot do it, because you'll probably learn something else. You'll probably develop a new talent while achieving that new thing, basically. So yes, I hope I was able to answer your question.
Thank you, Mr. Kush.
My pleasure, Khaira. Take care.
Thank you, Khaira.
Okay. So
You receive more questions or?
Sorry, say that again, Uni.
Will you accept more questions?
Yes. So basically, I'll be happy to answer more questions on my social media. But let's end this because I'll have to probably leave for my work as well.
Okay. So guys, if you have more questions, so you can contact him on the social media.
Yes. Probably you can put up the slide again if you want, so that they can take down the social media handles.
Yep. Thank you so much. So the time goes back to Izzah and Nayara.
Alright, friends, we have gone through all the agendas for today and we have come to the end of the event. Before we close, let's take a picture first. Hold your best smile and pause for seconds because there are some screens to capture. Smile.
Okay, it's important, yes. We take the picture first. Pak Amin or the co-host, please take care of it. Okay, so let me count one for the first screen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go to the next screen. So keep smiling because we don't know which screen you are in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3. Give your best smile. So two more screen. 1, 2, 3. One more screen. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yes, go back to you. Nayara.
All right. Thank you, all the teachers and all of you, our dear friends. Hope that everyone had enjoyed this session today and learned a few new things. We're looking forward to the next interesting programs and other school collaborations that might happen in the future. Hope that all Wings teachers and all participants are safe, healthy, and happy. That's all for today. Thank you, Mr. Kush, Mrs. Edith, Mr. Iqbal, and all teachers and friends. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wish I could have you.
So much,
Bye,
Edith.
my
Thank you so
pleasure.
much, Chris.
My pleasure. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye, Eddie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Edith. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaiwin. Thank you, Edith. Thank you so much.
Now I'm going back.
See you.
Happy sleep.
You.
Thank you, Edith. Thank you.
See you.
See you.
Oh, it's 5:22 in Germany.
It's 5:22. What time the sun shine?
Sorry?
What time the sunrise? The sunrise is what time?
I think let me check. Let me check the sunrise. Maybe I will wait for